Economists of the 21st century know the jig is up. We can no longer hear the money printer. We're too busy prepping for what's next. Money makes the world go round. It's only fair. Money is the best incentive we have to ensure that everyone who works hard gets paid, and therefore gets taken care of by taking care of themselves. Life is a selfish act. Even still, these last 100 years of humanity's existence have been the best we've ever had. Global poverty, deaths of despair, infant mortality, all down, exponentially and rapidly declining, asymptotically approaching zero. This is good. This is better than we could have ever hoped for from a measly merging of Homo sapiens and Homo erectus. This is a miracle, and let's not forget it. We can talk all we want about communism, socialism, and their lack of democracy, but I'm talking about capitalism, the here and now, where the state should let the market settle itself and steps in only to settle disputes. The concept of too big to fail does not exist under capitalism. As the socialists claim, we have not seen true communism. We are not currently seeing true free market capitalism. Even if we do tax billionaires into oblivion, is the government really any better at spending that money? And who would create more opportunities for those across the globe? America and most of the world are mixed statist economies, while China is more fascist than communist. If we don't have capitalism and we don't have socialism, but we've been trending towards socialism, should we continue? What if we wanted to help everyone, prioritizing our time and effort, which we use to convert to the stored value of money? As religions do, maybe we would teach, pass down the most important lessons of life while attempting to craft a better one, rebuilding the boat that sails, teaching the man to fish while delicately regulating monopolies that overfish the sea, preserving the ecosystem for its diversity while incentivizing entrepreneurs and their gains in efficiency and economies of scale, because the core of conservation is efficiency. Keeping the basic necessities cheap for the man to have rice with his fish. This is an incentive structure, and it is a market. Both are as old as humanity itself. We should cater towards a free market where rational actors are treated as people who are smart enough to figure things out for themselves, and where rhetorical-based activism is dismissed, but not forgotten, because all cliches are rooted in truth. The systems are not yet sunk and left for dead, but they are taking on water. The market itself reflects the desires of those willing to participate. Bartering and exchange of value evolved a method of stored value, and we called it money. Money got pegged to gold, and then we wanted debt to fight the wars. And today, money is a fiat currency trapped in a spiral of debt on the balance sheet at the Federal Reserve. The writing is on the wall: devalue or self-destruct. Those seeking safe havens will aggregate toward the hardest assets, and tomorrow's money will be digital. While many will flock to Bitcoin for the riches, they will stay for the revolution. For better or worse, economics is now transparent. Wars are fought with money for power and land. Fixing the money fixes the power, which is the necessary give and take between the sailor and his sails. By nothing short of a miracle, the fisherman now has access to the financial tools as powerful as the banks themselves. These are systems that the old guard cling to in fear of widespread economic populism. And while their grip is suffocating, they are comprised of nothing more than people participating in a system of incentives. And those other people are now the retail investors of Reddit. So we should be clear, we don't want to topple them. We want a smooth and peaceful transition of power to avoid the turbulence, recessions, wars, and anarchy causally linked to hunger, death, and despair. We want to slow roll it. We want Generation X, who was the bedrock of neoliberal placeholders, to pass the baton. With that, ideally, comes knowledge, leadership, and guidance from them. Lessons learned from one of the most exceptional and exponential times in history, one that is not slowing down anytime soon, as the Zoomers know all too well. Our collective benefits should arise from incentives, not charity. We need to harden our economies as we harden our minds, construct systems that are anti-fragile, and prioritize what we do with our time, effort, and money.